Genghis Khan and the Mongols are invariably associated with terrible tales of conquest, destruction, and bloodshed. This famed clan leader and his immediate successors created the largest empire ever to exist, spanning the entire Asian continent from the Pacific Ocean to modern-day Hungary in Europe. Such an empire could not have been shaped without visionary leadership, superior organizational skills, the swiftest and most resilient cavalry ever known, an army of superb archers, the devil's horsemen in Western sources, the existence of politically weakened states across Asia, and, of course, havoc and devastation. Yet, the legacy of Genghis Khan, his sons, and grandsons is also one of cultural development, artistic achievement, a courtly way of life, and an entire continent united under the so-called Pax Mongolica, Mongolian peace. Few people realize that the Yuan dynasty in China is part of Genghis Khan's legacy through its founder, his grandson Kublai Khan. The Mongol Empire was at its largest to generations after Genghis Khan and was divided into four main branches. The Yuan Empire of the Great Khan being the central and most important. The other Mongol states were the Chagatai Khanate in Central Asia, the Golden Horde in southern Russia extending into Europe, and the Ilkhanid dynasty in Greater Iran. The Mongols were remarkably quick in transforming themselves from a purely nomadic tribal people into rulers of cities and states, and in learning how to administer their vast empire, they readily adopted the system of administration of the conquered states, placing a handful of Mongols in the top positions but allowing former local officials to run everyday affairs. This clever system allowed them to control each city and province, but also to be in touch with the population through their administrators. The seat of the Great Khanate in Dadu, Beijing, was the center of the empire with all its pomp and ceremony, whereas the three semi-independent Central and Western Asian domains of the Chagatai, the Golden Horde, and the Ilkhanids were connected through an intricate network that crisscrossed the continent. Horses, once a reliable instrument of war and conquest, now made swift communication possible, carrying written messages through a relay system of stations. A letter sent by the emperor in Beijing and carried by an envoy wearing his peza or passport could reach the Ilkhanid capital Tabriz, some 5,000 miles away, in about a month. The political unification of Asia under the Mongols resulted in active trade and the transfer and resettlement of artists and craftsmen along the main routes. New influences were thus integrated with established local artistic traditions. By the middle of the 13th century, the Mongols had formed the largest contiguous empire in the world, uniting Chinese, Islamic, Iranian, Central Asian, and nomadic cultures within an overarching Mongol sensibility.
Genghis Khan's grandson Haleg subdued Iran in 1256 and conquered Baghdad, the capital of the Abbasid Caliphate, in 1258. Haleg's dynasty, the Ilkhanids, or Lesser Khans, ruled this area, called Greater Iran, until about 1353. After their rapid gain of power in the Muslim world, the Mongol Ilkhanids nominally reported to the Great Khan of the Yuan dynasty in China, and in the process imported Chinese models to better define their tastes. However, the new rulers were greatly impressed by the long-established traditions of Iran, with its prosperous urban centers and thriving economy, and they quickly assimilated the local culture. The Mongol influence on Iranian and Islamic culture gave birth to an extraordinary period in Islamic art that combined well-established traditions with the new visual language transmitted from Eastern Asia. If you found TI's video informative, please subscribe to my channel Mind Mingle, and give a thumbs up to video to let me know that you liked the video.